the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on him.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking for a crease. It's Horton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Back to throw. It's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Oh, man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got enough for the first.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety of the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz.
They stripped it out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Got it in the middle, it's Kane. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Loose and middle. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. To the air, it's Kelly. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion move to Sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy.
Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab down the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Kelly. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Touchdown, Auburn! Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Singleton. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back to the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yardage.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. But that's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick pass on the fly motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
The Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Singleton. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have with the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Yeah, you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so close to punching it in. You could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? 1st and goal from the 2. This offense will take it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll run it again. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stat.
Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Kelly. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out in this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to ride this running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running to the left. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. The quick out. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kane.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's panicked.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Presley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Auburn offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Open space at the 25. Racing down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Runs through a tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Taylor wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game when they're...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Simmons. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.